Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In this video, you'll learn on how to create a dashboard in Appsheet or how to use Appsheet database. So the very first thing that you should do is you have to open any of your web browser, and then using the search bar at the top, you just have to search for Appsheet and then just click on the first result. Okay, that's right. Then all you have to do is to sign up for an account. Okay, so you can sign up by clicking on the get started option. Okay, so here on the pricing section, you're gonna pay for $5 for starter, $10 for core, and $20 for enterprise plus. Now click on the get started option, then sign in with your Google, Microsoft, Apple, and more. Okay, so I'm just going to sign in since I already have my AppSheet account. Okay, that's right. Now, right here, you'd be able to see all of the apps that you have created, and you have here the database section. So when you go here, you'd be able to see here all of your databases. So for example, we have this one right here. Now to create the database, just click on the create option at the top left and then click on import if you want to import from your sheet, or you can also start from blank. So I'm just going to create a new database right here. And then here, as you can see, we have this different options. So for the first one, we have the title, the assignee, the status, the date, and then if you would like to add a new column, you just have to click on add and then give it a title and the type of column. So I'm just going to name this one update, and for the type, I think text is okay. So going back here to the title section, as you can see, if you want to customize the name of the item, so you just have to type it out and then type out right here the name of the assignee as well. And then for the status, we have this type. Okay, so we're just going to select that started, and if you want to add a new option, just click on add new option. For example, this one is canceled, so you just have to type out the name of your new option. Okay, and then as you can see, beside we have the date and the update section. So for the date, you just have to click on this calendar icon and you'd be able to see here the different dates. And then for the update, since the type of this one is text, so you just have to type out right here. And when you go to the column section, you'd be able to see here the different orders of the columns. So if you want to reorder, you just have to click on this icon at the left side, and then you just have to drag your column. And here for the title section, if you want to add a new row, you just have to click on it or click on shift and enter. And then after that, you can now add a new row and then give it a title. So for this one, I think I am just going to name this one as item, and then you just have to type out the status, the assignee, and more. Now right here for the grid, we have this different views. So for example, you want this view, so you just have to click on it. And then we also have the calendar layout, and then this one as well. Okay, so I think the grid layout is good. Also this Kanban layout, and then we have the configuration, the status, the filter, and the sort. So if you want to add a new table, just click on the add new table at the top, and then you just have to provide the details of your new table. Okay, so you just have to do the same, just have to give a title each of the columns. So for example, this one, the entitled text. So if you want to customize this one, just click on it and then give your title. Okay, so here, if you want to add a new column, just click on it as well. Okay, so going back here to our table number 1, as you can see, what I like about the Kanban is that it already separated, so all of the in progress, you'll be able to see that right here. And then if you'd like to add a new row, so you just have to give it a title, And then for the status, you just have to select not started, in progress, complete, or canceled. And then for the assignee, you just have to type out right here the name of the assignee. Okay, and then you just have to select the date. That's right. And then for the update section, you just also need to type it out right here. And after that, you'll be able to see here now the new row. Okay, so based on the status, we selected the complete or the canceled, so you'd be able to see that right here. Now going back to our apps, as you can see right here, if you want to remove this one or edit a new tab, you just have to click on the three dots at the top, at the right side. Now, if you want to import sheets from your computer, so just click on the import sheet. So let me show you this one right here. Okay, so let's go back to our apps. And then if you would like to create a new app on Appsheet and you want to use it on your database, so you just have to go to the app section and then you just have to create a new one, and then you can create from a template or a blank app. So yeah, this one I think is good, so I'm just going to copy this app template, and then we can now start customizing this one. Okay, so after customizing this one, you just have to deploy it, and then you can now use it on your database. Of course, you have to save it. Now going back to the database section, as you can see, we have successfully added the new sample, but make sure that all of the sheets that you are going to add in the database section should have the full details or information, so that you'd be able to see that right here, and you don't need to start from scratch from adding all of the columns, the rows, the items, and other important information. So basically, the Appsheets database offers several advantages, especially for businesses and individuals who need a no-code or low-code solution for app development. And one of its main benefits is its seamless integration with various data sources like Google Sheets, Excel, SQL, and cloud storage, making data management more accessible without requiring advanced technical skills. It also allows real time updates and synchronization, ensuring that all users have access to the latest information. And additionally, AppSheet supports automation, enabling users to set workflows, notifications, and approvals that enhance efficiency. So that's it for this video. If you think this video helped you solve your concern, please subscribe, like this video, and leave your comment below. Bye.